Welcome to Insight Lab, real talk on leadership, equity, and systems through a neurodiverse lens. Hi, I'm Chantal Normand, and this first episode is deeply personal to me. I'm calling it the story they missed. Growing up, I was everything society told me to be. I got 90% in school, played piano by age 4, trained 10 hours a week as a gymnast, dancer, figure skater. I followed the rules. I worked hard. I cared deeply. But inside, I felt overwhelmed and exhausted. Like I was performing life rather than living it. Still, no one ever questioned it. I didn't look autistic. I masked expertly. I read the room, I adapted. By age 51, I was completely burnt out, and still, no one had ever considered autism. Because the systems around me were never built to see people like me. The question is, why were we invisible? Here's what I learned, and I wish I knew sooner. The gold standard autism test, the ASDO number 2, which is the most updated one, was built using mostly boys, many with intellectual disabilities. So the benchmark for autistic enough wasn't made for girls, especially not for smart, verbal, and sensitive women. In one study, nearly 50% of participants were female. But once the ADOS was applied, women were excluded over 2.5 times the rate of men, even though they actually had valid diagnosis. Girls with average or high IQ tend to present differently. We internalize, we mask. And because the gold standard autism assessment favors more visible, male-coded traits, we fall through the cracks. Research calls this the leaky pipeline. Women are often filtered out of autism studies before they even begin, simply because we don't meet the male-centric diagnostic thresholds. As a result, we are missing from the data, the policies, and public awareness. Masking makes it worse. What looks like perfectionism, competence, is often just survival. But instead of getting support, we're told we're too sensitive, too intense, too much. We're not trying hard enough. Our burnout is misdiagnosed as anxiety or depression, and our autism goes unseen. If you have ever felt misunderstood, if you spent your life working twice as hard just to keep up, or you've been told you're too much, you're too emotional, you're too intense, if you silently burned out while everyone thought you were thriving, you're not broken, you're brilliant, and you were simply never meant to be measured by a system that didn't include you. This is why I started the Insight Lab, to help women like us unmask, reclaim our stories, and finally be seen. Here we'll talk about what the system missed, what it takes to lead authentically, and how to create space for those who don't fit the mold. If this resonated, please subscribe. Share this with someone who needs it, and join me for episode 2, where we dig deeper into the signs they missed. I'm Chantal, and you belong here. I'd love you to share in the comments, when did you first realize you may be wired differently? You can learn more or work with me. You can subscribe for weekly truth bombs, and like, comment, and share if this resonates, so it can reach more of us. Have a great day.